Builders are completely failing at smart home integration. I'll show you exactly how to do it right in 2026. If you're new here, I'm Blake from Built by Becker. I've been in construction for over 15 years. I've done hundreds of projects, and I'm watching disasters unfold in real time. Builders installing smart home systems that are obsolete before the homeowner actually moves in. Not because builders are lazy, because the industry is moving faster than builder training, and nobody's explaining these new standards. By the end of this video, understand the new Matter protocol that's changing everything. The 5 essential sensors that every new home needs, and how to future-proof your technology so that you're not ripping out old and opening up walls in 2029. So, before we get into this, I want to show you something cool. I actually asked our AI digital construction specialist that's available 24/7 in my library, links in the description, to list the top 5 sensors every new home needs in 2026. And I'm going to show you exactly what it said. And you're going to see how this tool can answer incredibly specific technical questions about your build in real time. And if you want access to this, it's been trained on my years of experience, construction knowledge, and current building codes and updated technologies. It's in the library membership. You can check it out, builtbybecker.com. All types of cool stuff in there. Let's go! The fragmented ecosystem disaster. That's our first problem. You know what's happening right now on construction sites across the country? The electrician installs smart switches that only work with one app. The AC guy puts in a smart thermostat that uses a completely different system. And the security installer adds cameras with their own private hub. The homeowner ends up with 7 different apps to control their house, and none of them talk to each other. This is the fragmented ecosystem problem, and it's been plaguing smart homes for a decade now. You say, Alexa, I'm leaving. Your lights turn off, but your thermostat doesn't adjust because it's on the Google system. Your security cameras don't trigger your lights because they're on a third system. Nothing works together smoothly. Builders know this is a problem, but they're still installing these systems because, well, they're just used to using whatever's installed and whatever HVAC and electrician are throwing in there because it's easy. So what changes in 2026? The Matter protocol finally became a functioning standard instead of just a promise. Matter is a universal language for smart home devices created by Connectivity Standards Alliance. Members include Apple, Google, Amazon, Samsung, and over 550 other companies. The entire industry agreed on one standard so devices from all different brands can talk to each other. So what does this mean? A Matter certified motion sensor from one brand can trigger lights from another brand and adjust the thermostat from a third brand, all through one app. No more juggling 7 different systems. This is the new standard, and builders who aren't specifying Matter capability devices are building obsolete homes. Now, problem number 2, wrong infrastructure during construction. Second massive problem, builders aren't installing the right infrastructure during construction when walls are open and easy to access. New home, beautiful finishes, and they ran exactly 3 Ethernet cables, one to the router, one to the office, and one to the living room. That's it. For a modern smart home in 26, that's laughable. You need wired infrastructure for reliability. Wi-Fi is great, but it's not enough for a whole house. So I have a list of what should be installed during rough-in. Take notes. Ethernet to every room, not just a few spots. Conduit runs for future cable pulls when technology changes. Dedicated circuits, that's PoE, power over Ethernet devices. Those are the things with cables and ports, like these. Proper electrical for outdoor cameras and sensors for weatherproof boxes. Low voltage wiring for sensors in locations you can't easily access later. The cost difference to do this right now during construction versus retrofitting later, it's no brainer. During construction, to add this might be like $2,000 to $3,000. Retrofitting after drywall and finishes, maybe $15,000. Let's talk about problem number 3, not planning for the right sensors and monitoring. The third problem I want to show you is something that makes this way easier to understand. I'm going to use our AI digital construction specialist right now to help break down what sensors every new home actually needs in 2026. I'm asking it right now. What are the essential sensors for a new home in 2026? And why does each one matter? Here's what it's telling me. First, occupancy and presence sensors. These need to go in every major room, living areas, bedrooms, bathrooms. The AI is pointing out that modern sensors use microwave or millimeter wave technology, so they don't turn off your lights when you're sitting there reading. They detect actual presence, not just movement. Cost during construction is minimal, maybe $30 to $80 per sensor. But retrofitting them later, man, you're adding $150 to $300 per location just for the wiring. Second, water leak detectors. The AI showing placement at every water source, under sinks, near water heaters, washing machines, dishwashers, basement, and crawl space. And here's why this matters. Water damage is one of the top insurance claims, and a smart leak detector that shuts off your main water supply automatically can prevent tens of thousands of dollars in damage. One caught leak saves you more than the entire system cost. Now, the third, indoor air quality sensors. The tool is recommending that these in the main living areas, bedrooms, and kitchens. They monitor CO2, VOCs, humidity, temperature, and particles. Poor air quality affects your health and your sleep quality. There are actual studies on this. These sensors trigger your ventilation systems automatically when air quality drops. AI notes that these will be coming into the Matter System 2026 update, so they'll be integrating with everything else seamlessly. Now, the fourth is door and window contact sensors. The system is explaining that these serve triple duty: security, energy efficiency, and automation. They alert you if your doors open unexpectedly. They automatically adjust your HVAC when the windows are open so your air is not conditioning outside, and they enable whole home automation routines. During construction, planning, the wire run is easy. Adding them later is possible, but could be a little messier or rely on remote systems. Smart energy monitors. This is the last one, and it surprises people. The AI is breaking down how these go on your main electrical panel, plus individual circuits for major appliances. Real-time energy monitoring shows exactly what you're using power and when. Users typically see a 10 to 15% reduction in energy costs just from the awareness and the automated optimization. Matter 1.5 added official energy management support, so this integrates. The tool is also giving me installation notes, wiring requirements, and integration recommendations specific to Matter capability. And look, it took me about 2 minutes to get this comprehensive answer that would normally require calls to 3 different contractors who might give me conflicting information. Problem number 4. Not planning for energy management integration. Fourth problem ties directly into those sensors. Builders aren't integrating energy management from day one, and it's costing homeowners real money. Matter 1.5 added energy management capabilities. That means smart plugs, thermostats, and appliances can communicate in real time about power usage and automatically adjusting during expensive peak hours. If your builder didn't install the right sensors and Matter compatible devices from the start, you can't just add this later without significant retrofitting. No plan for when things go obsolete and upgrades? Last problem, and this is the big picture issue. Builders have no plan for technology when things go obsolete and for future upgrades. Technology changes fast, but if your walls are closed, there's no infrastructure for running new cables or replacing devices. You're locked into whatever was installed at construction. A smarter way to think about this is to plan for change while the walls are still open. That means running conduit between floors and to exterior walls, so 5 or 10 years from now, you can pull new cables without tearing everything apart. It also helps to use junction boxes with extra capacity and add more electrical circuits than you think you'll need right now. Take photos or make simple diagrams before drywall goes up. Future you or next owner will be very glad that you did. The Built by Becker AI Digital Construction Specialist that I showed you earlier can answer questions specific to your build. You can ask it about sensor placement, wiring requirements, Matter capability for specific products, energy code requirements, literally anything construction related. It's trained on 15 plus years of my experience, plus current codes and new protocols. It is available 24/7 inside our website. You can ask it stuff like, what's the best placement for occupancy sensors in a 24 square foot home? How do I integrate solar system with Matter energy management? What wiring do I need for outdoor security cameras with PoE? And you get detailed code compliant answers in seconds instead of waiting days for callbacks from contractors who may or might not know the current standards. Once you have all that information, I still recommend that you call your local contractor and verify your findings. AI is a great tool, and we've trained ours to do the best that it possibly can, but always run these things by your contractors. The technology exists right now to build homes that are actually smart. properly integrated, and future-proof for at least the next decade. Builders who aren't implementing Matter-compatible systems and proper infrastructure are building obsolete homes. Not in 10 years, obsolete right now. Hit subscribe if you want more content on building standards and technology. And drop a comment telling me what smart home systems you're planning on for your build, or if you're struggling with one of your smart home systems now. And as always, remember, I leave all the info and the links down here in the description. I'll catch you on the next one.